I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up guys? Average Sniper here. Welcome to another PUBG video. In today's video, I want to talk about basically how to survive in PUBG until the end and the best formula that will get you that chicken dinner. Alright? I play a ton of solos. Solo is probably my favorite mode, so the strategy is mostly going to be based on solo play. And I get quite a bit of wins. A lot of times when I'm playing solo mode, I just consider it practice, but when I am actually going for that chicken dinner, this is pretty much the strategy that I use. And it pays off a lot of the time. But I want everybody to realize that the only winner in this game is the blue zone. The blue zone is always the winner. And the only way you're going to get that win is basically if the blue zone allows it, or if the guy that has superior position in the blue zone just gets outplayed by you. So here's basically what I do to get chicken dinners. Now first off, I try to remember that this is a video game and it's about having fun. It is incredibly frustrating when you're doing bad. I think it's frustrating for everybody, but it's one of those things where if you don't win, you can just try again. So try not to be like me and get too incredibly frustrated when you're doing bad. Now the first part of the match, I just kind of like to have fun and try and get as much loot as I can and as many kills as I can. And a lot of times that's what gets me killed in the early game. So this part is up to you. If you're completely obsessed with getting the dinner, then you'll definitely want to avoid things like care packages and moving towards the sounds of active gunfights, alright? But me, the first half of the game is all about having fun and getting those kills, and then towards the end of the game, probably like phase 4 or phase 5, I'll try to settle down and find some good cover. So right here I saw the care package land. I was driving towards it, but there was so much fighting going on I was unable to actually get to the care package. Even after those 2 kills, I still knew that there were enemies around, and the care package was in the water, so swimming to it in the middle of that river was probably going to be a suicide mission. If you want to get some kills in the early game, all you have to do is look for care package drops and go towards them. You'll get a lot of players going for them, both good and bad. And it's always a gamble, but that's part of what makes it fun. So now that I know I can't really get the care package and I've got some kills under my belt, what I'm thinking here is I want to go to a different place and try to find some loot. Alright? I'm still getting shot at, but I find this guy's bike. He rode up, one of the guys I killed rode up on a bike, and I take off. So obviously having a good close range gun and a good long range gun and tons of medical supplies and good gear, hopefully that goes without saying. You probably shouldn't get your hopes too high if all you have is a level 1 vest and a level 1 helmet and a level 1 backpack, although it's not impossible. I have won many chicken dinners with just that amount of loot. But the point is, you want to have better loot than the enemy, because a lot of times in the final circle, the enemy will see you before you see them, and it's very important that you be able to take those first couple hits they get on you and turn it around on them. If you only have level 1 gear, that's going to make it very difficult to finish that fight. Alright, so what I've done here is I've positioned myself on the edge of the zone. Now this is my strategy for winning chicken dinners with high amounts of kills, like double-digit kills, because this gives you the ability to shoot enemies that are coming into the zone, or running from the blue coming into the safety of the zone. Now the reason I parked my bike in the house was so that if an enemy runs up to the house, they'll have no idea that I'm here, and I'll have that element of surprise. Now the first thing I see when I get up to this room is that there's a guy behind one of those trees. And I know that this zone is about to change, which it just did. He's got no vehicle, so eventually he's going to have to come out of there or die in the blue zone. And it is quite a run, so I'm expecting him to come out at any second. I have my sniper rifle out, which is an SLR with a 3x scope. And he does come out, and I'm able to take him out very easily because he was out in the open with no cover. I think this also goes without saying, but always try to avoid being out in the open with no cover. Having said that, this is PUBG, and sometimes shit happens. That guy, the circle did not favor that guy. I don't know why it would, since he was on the very edge of it. It doesn't favor us either, but at least we have this motorcycle. So the reason I'm going out to loot him is to see if I can find a better backpack, some more medical supplies, and a better scope for my SLR. Now, one of the first things I notice is that this guy actually does have a better sniper rifle and a better backpack here. So I grabbed that stuff, and I thought about grabbing the M24 sniper rifle, but then I changed my mind. And the reason for that, oh, I totally missed that 4x scope, didn't I? Actually, you know what? I think when I was playing this game, I was thinking I'm going to keep the 3 because, I don't know, I was just wrecking with it. I wanted to try my luck. That's up to you, but I would highly recommend taking a more powerful optic than a 3x scope for a gun like the SLR. Alright, so we're on the motorcycle still. And now we're going for the next place that's in the zone. It's these buildings right here. But sometimes these buildings, most of the time, already have people in them. Especially in solos. There can be a couple people just hiding here. But I decided to go for it anyway. This is one of the thrills of the late game, is trying to find cover and fighting people that already have it. So that guy kind of looked like a noob. But what actually happened is I jumped off the bike while it was still moving. It's because I knew that his aim would follow the bike. He was already shooting at me as I drove up, so I knew if I jumped off that his aim would naturally keep following the bike after I jumped off, which gave me a split-second opportunity to get my aim onto him while he wasn't hitting me. So even though he technically had the advantage there, I was able to win that gunfight by juking him out. Now, I did end up taking a better optic from that guy for the SLR, and I ended up taking his AUG, which is probably one of the best assault rifles in PUBG, and you can only get it out of a care package. So now I have an SLR with a 6x scope and an AUG assault rifle. At this point, I'm looking at the zone, and since it's so small, it's a good idea just to get in a central location with good cover. And I figured that these crates were the perfect cover. I wanted to clear my immediate surroundings to make sure nobody was already hiding here, but this gives me a good view of people running into the zone, and I'll also be able to hear footsteps if anyone tries to get too close to me, and I'll have plenty of places to take cover with these crates. So at first glance, oh, there's a guy. At first glance, it might seem like this is kind of out in the open. It's actually not. It is a very good place to take cover, and if the zone allows, it's a very good place to win that chicken dinner. Look at that, a crate. That is so lucky. I was talking about this in another video, the luck aspect of PUBG. I mean, how lucky is it that a crate landed right there? Obviously, it's a small circle, so the odds of a crate landing close were much better than in Phase 1 or Phase 2, but this is literally right next to me. I can just hop over, grab whatever's in it, and come back. Now everybody gets mad at me because I never pick up the Mark 14 sniper rifle, or DMR. So this time I decided, you know what, I'll take the Mark 14, put my attachments onto that, and we'll go from there. I don't think I end up getting any kills with it, but look guys, I picked up the Mark 14. Are you happy now? So many people say it's the best gun in the game. I don't know. It's fine. I think it's a great gun, but I don't get excited when I see it in care packages. Alright, so the zone's pushing in. I'm watching the edge of the zone because I know people are going to be coming from that direction. And fortunately, the zone was nice to me this time. I hear some footsteps, and I get ready. I see a guy come around the corner. He's being very cautious, but he's leaving himself open. Very easy kill with the AUG. That guy is down. I really want to get another boost in, but I keep hearing footsteps, you know, and here comes another guy out of the blue. He gets to cover, but here's the thing about throwing grenades. You want to throw them where they're going to be. I heard his footsteps move that way, so I chucked a grenade down the corridor and got a lucky kill with it. I think that was kind of like half luck, half skill, because I threw the grenade where I thought the guy was going to be, but the luck part comes in where he actually walks into that grenade. Now it's a 1v1, and as you can see, we're both outside of the zone, and the only part of the zone is an open field with a chain link fence where there's not much cover. So this is when you want to start lobbing grenades. We have a good idea where the other guy is. He's right down that corridor. He's throwing grenades, I'm throwing grenades, and when I watched the replay, I saw that my grenades were actually doing some serious damage to him too. So now I'm using my med kit. I'm going to get full health, and then I'm going to do a boost because this is most likely going to end with both of us having to leave cover around the same time and having a gunfight out in the open, which is the worst type of gunfights to have because you have no cover at all. You can't just, you know, head glitch somewhere and get an easy kill. So the zone is now officially moving. I have one grenade left, so actually, you know what? It looks like I have a lot of grenades left. I decided to chuck this grenade at the guy right before he has to move, and this grenade actually does a lot of damage to him. Then he runs out and we get the chicken dinner. So basically guys, you just want to make sure you have really good position and try to anticipate where the blue zone is going. Stay calm, have plenty of grenades, and if you have to run from the blue zone, if it screws you, just remember that's how it goes in PUBG sometime. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Later.